beautiful people, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly Daily Wednesdays where we sit back, relax, take that midweek break, talk about some of the fun things going on in the world of Linux and open source. I'm Vince Stone, joined by Jill Bryant. Everybody watching us live over here at LWDW on YouTube. Go like, go subscribe, go click bells, or whatever you do when you go to YouTube. Just stay away from the shorts because we don't have any shorts. We have pants on. At least I have pants on.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit chilly.
In my case.
Yeah, pants, capris, however you want to do it, man. However you want to do it. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about the Canonical Academy from the fine folks at Ubuntu. And yes, as the title might suggest, some Microsoft products getting recalled into Linux. System76 has got sync, but it's Cosmic sync. She'll tell you about that. And of course, Dragon Q6A 8 cores of Qualcomm and USB-C from the fine folks at Radxa, which I've had for well over a month. And I'm going to tell you just a little bit about it. Before we get started, Jill likes to, she's like a dealer, man. She's like, okay, I got stuff to talk about. I'm going to cut it up a little bit. So she got like a block of stuff. A block of things, and she gave us a little bit last week. She's like, no, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to put a little more on this week. So part 2 of the presents is heading your way right now.
So last week I had talked about our fun Linux Gamecast meetup at Strider's house, the creator of Lutris, here in Los Angeles. And I showed off one of my cool gifts I got from MirPPC in our Discord chat. My Genshin Impact mouse desk mat. Well, this week I'm showing off another beautiful and functional gift MirPPC got me. This large, very large D20 die that is made of the beautiful stone opalite. It's so pretty in the sun too. So this is one of the largest 20-sided die I had actually ever seen, and Mir was on the lookout for a big one for me that I can easily read while playing D&D and other role-playing game campaigns. So thank you, Mir. I love it, and it was such a thoughtful gift. And he even chose it in my favorite stone opal, and it glows magically in iridescent colors in the sun. I don't know if the camera picks it up a little bit. I think it's picking it up a little bit of orange in there and green. And what was so funny is my Steve husband says to make sure not to roll it on a glass surface because it is heavy and may break the glass. like Ven, this might break your desk. It's really heavy. It's a stone after all. Oh, it's a Ven stone? Sorry.
I'm not the one that had to be explained not to roll glass on glass, Jill. So.
Oh my goodness. So yes. So my new opalite D20 now has a permanent place here on my Genshin Impact desk mat he got me that I'm now using on my podcasting rig setup. So you can't see it. It's under the mic and the keyboard. So it's just so beautiful, and I love it, Mir. It's amazing. It's going to be so much fun to use this while gaming. And actually, next week, I'm going to talk about something cool that happened in the world of Genshin Impact, and I have lots of things to show off.
Oh, they finally closed it down? They're getting rid of it?
No.
Oh.
Long story short, I went to a Genshin Impact pop-up store. So next week, I'm going to show you the results of that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I talked about a new board from Orange Pi. We brought it up on the show right at the end. You know, a little 12-core monster. It is a little, form factor little, but it's got that CIX 12-core chip that the Orion 06 has in it. But it's a much smaller form factor, really cool piece of kit. They're working on it. What I didn't tell you is I had one in the mail.
Sweet.
It arrived, I don't know, came in like Thursday or Friday. And I got it here, everybody. I got it in my hand right now for the audio listeners. It's a little bit bigger than your standard single board computer, you know, slightly larger format, not too crazy. but it does have that same CIX 12-core SoC in it, which is just a fire-breathing, like, monster ARM SoC with Mali G720 graphics built into it. This thing is a 16 gig version. On the back, it, again, kind of neat. You got two 2280 NVMe slots, and you got a Type E key, dual 5 gig Ethernet on the back of this bad boy, GPIO, and all that other stuff. I just got it plugged in like a day or two ago. So I've been trying to play catch up, but there's a post on Interfacing Linux where I'm just dumping stuff. I'm just poking and prodding it right now, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out what it does. So if you want to go check out that post, you can see my hyper sophisticated test bench that I have right there, which is just, it's sitting on top of the box very precariously. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. Really interesting board. And, to see when I can get up and running on it, because naturally it has the UEFI, so you can just install Linux on it. You don't have to go get a specialized version. I put a Ubuntu on it, Debian on it, and Debian 12, Debian 13, played a little bit of Vulkan Quake. And here it is. Did the old geek bench between it and the Radxa Orion 06, which is the other 12-core system that I have from CIX. And hardware had Gandalf nodding in 4K, played a little bit of Silk Song on it.
Yeah.
And, I got I was playing some PlayStation 3 games on it last night, Joe.
Oh, cool.
PlayStation 3 games on an ARM SoC. To give you an idea of the grunt this thing has, like, not barely playing them either. And of course, it does use quite a bit more power. It's not a, these are more of a desktop replacement. But Joe, you know what I'm really excited about?
What then?
In this dark timeline, it's not the Linux stuff on this board. It's not. It's because I was digging around in the documentation. These are the things you got to do when you get these products and you start like, can I piece together a guide for this? Can tell people how this is going to work so they're not lost? I found the Windows 11 folder, Jill.
Oh, okay.
This thing can run a Windows 11.
Wow.
Maybe. It looks like it's going to be an incredible adventure, and I'm more excited about that. I want to see what it takes to get Windows 11 up and running on and what that looks like. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll get a chance. I didn't even get a chance to do a live stream this week over on the Ent Linux Twitch channel. I don't know if I'm going to get time this week, but I promise you it might be in like the initial setup guide for this, or it might be its own separate video. We're going to be running Windows 11 on an ARM machine. To what effect? To what quality? To what level of bursting into flames? I do not know, but it will be done.
Well, Microsoft Recall will for sure lock it up.
Yeah, man. But something I was talking about on Linux Gamecast was like my favorite part of the kit, which I'm being weird about, is the power brick it came with, which was 100-watt USB-C power brick. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Why? Because, dude, you can power everything through this. And I'm like, this thing is so heavy and so thick. And I'm like, please don't burn up and melt my house down. That would be very nice. So, yeah, I got that going on. A couple other things I'm working on. I was talking in the pre-show. Go listen to that if you're a patron. I got waiting on products to come out so I can release the reviews and videos and all the other stuff. And I think I got some x86 coming down. I got an N150 review in the works right now. And after that, I still got a NAS I got to put together. And I think in the mail right now, I have a 10-core Intel with the Arc Graphics mini PC heading to me.
Ooh,
So
sweet.
it'd be fun to play with.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get there. Maybe a RISC-V laptop. I don't know at this point.
That would be cool.
Stay tuned. Let's talk about something I brought up when you got up. Was like, it's been over 20 years since I was in a classroom taking this is what back in our day, had to go take exams and classes to get our certifications for IT. And it looks like Canonical is getting into the cert business, Joe Bryant.
Yes, this is actually really cool and exciting news. So in the world of Ubuntu, something we have been waiting for a long time has arrived. Canonical, makers of Ubuntu Linux, has officially launched Canonical Academy, a new certification platform designed to validate professional Linux and Ubuntu skills. The platform emphasizes practical hands-on assessments and real-world scenarios over theoretical knowledge to prepare you professionals for on-the-job challenges. The first offering is the System Administrator track, which includes a full qualification earned by completing all exams. And the track consists of individual modular exams where you can progress at your own pace. And the exams include Linux Terminal, Ubuntu Desktop 2024, Ubuntu Server 2024, and Managing Complex Systems, with each rewarding a separate badge. The Canonical Academy delivers the exams through cloud-based platforms that simulate workplace scenarios, giving you access to a functional Ubuntu system using an in-browser remote desktop. And something that's really interesting, Vin, test takers are advised to use a Chromium-based browser, as Firefox is currently not supported because of technical issues in the testing environment. So you can't use the default Ubuntu web browser, Firefox. Hopefully this will get fixed soon. But that's kind of honestly normal for a lot of these the test taking is they
It's
want
still
you
a bad
to
look.
use, yeah, they want
It's a
you
bad
to use
look.
Chrome.
How do I use it? Oh, just install Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that would work.
It would work.
Yeah. And if you're interested in not only taking the exams, but contributing, Canonical is actively seeking Ubuntu users as beta testers and as subject matter experts to help shape the platform's future. And Canonical has already planned course updates for Canonical Academy for the upcoming Ubuntu 26.04 LTS, which is expected in September of 2026. So this is great news, and honestly is a game changer in the industry, because now there's another certification for sysadmin under Linux, and it's not Red Hat. So that's pretty cool. Now there's another major Linux distro that has these tests. So that's just really cool. And gosh, people have been talking about this for years, wanting something like this from a.
They have?
Yeah.
Who?
In my circle of friends, like at the Southern California Linux Expo, they've even done
Bunch of hippies out in California. All right. So,
well, that people have done talks, and I've gone to and even mentioned, geez, it would be really nice if Canonical would have testing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Go for it. I mean, I looked over the course material. This is stuff like, it look very basic is what it looks like. Looking over their
so far,
curriculum, as somebody involved in education, and especially when it comes to like technical documentation, laying this stuff out and teaching in a classroom environment for doing real world practical stuff. The curriculum does look very like, it starts off like, how do I use a terminal? Like, cool.
Yeah.
Because you do what I do. Like if I look at some of these certs, I'm like, I got to deal with this. Okay, fine. Can I just ace this? Do I have to study? Do I got to learn any weird stuff? I think you could blow through a lot of this stuff just with your existing knowledge. It'll be curious to see what they do with this, what type of adoption this will see. We already got your Red Hat search, you got your SUSE stuff. They can add this on. What level of like, if you can get work to pay for it, that's what I want to find out.
Yeah,
what's it going to cost?
That would be cool. Yeah.
What's it going to cost in comparison? Like, getting into this is going to be an uphill battle for them. Good on them though, man. Like, go check it out. Like if it's free right now, yeah, go play with it. Like you might learn something. Don't rely on ChatGPT IT, man, because that thing is dumb as a brick, dude. Dumb as a brick, especially when it comes to like Linux stuff. Speaking of dumb as a brick.
Yeah, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, like most of you at home, I've been a bit jealous of the Windows users. I have that crowd getting all the cool software, like Windows Recall. Earlier this year, man, everybody was having a great time with it. And they was partying, talking about how cool it was, man. The AI-powered thing in Windows 11 that like helps you just remember everything, right? You know, everything you do just takes continuous screenshots back behind the scenes. You don't even have to worry about it. You know, just saves it, scrapes all your text, OCRs your pictures. And it's just like, it's just doing you this big favor, man. And of course, it just stores it, you know, wherever. It might send most of it to Microsoft or not. You just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And feeling left out, man, because, you know, we're over here on Linux and like, I want my screenshots, text, my browsing, and all my emails saved in like a probably poorly secured, easily accessible database somewhere. Like, well,
I'd like my privacy confiscated.
We don't have to worry anymore, everybody. No. Recall for Linux is here. Bringing Microsoft Recall to Linux. I love it. Are you forced to work with Linux? That's right, forced. Nobody's ever chosen to work on Linux. You got to go to work and use your Linux PC. When you get home, you can use your Windows PC. Do you miss the convenience of Microsoft spying on you and keeping track of everything? Oh, man, maybe you do. Sadly, Big Linux cannot stealth enable this like they do in Windows 11, where they just flip it on. You're like, oh, did you do an update? Yeah, we got that back on. Wink.
Yeah.
So you got to manually install it, but the gentleman has made it, you know, just a nice little curl script to make it as easy as possible, you know, so you can kind of get that Windows experience. Just a real quick little terminal. Pretend it was like a little batch file running. And I kind of thought this was a bit more serious than it was when I first read through it. But it is a fun goof, and it genuinely actually does a couple of things. So I went digging around, like, what do you actually do? Because first thing you see there, like recall for Linux.exe, you start digging around exactly what's going on in there. The exe actually is just a little bash script. It will take screenshots every 5 seconds. It feeds it to Tesseract, OCR stuff, and it dumps everything in .recall home directory. So, I mean, it's trying. It's like we have recall at home type thing. Giving you a little bit of that Windows 11 experience, but Jill, it's kind of incomplete because they need an add-on to this that will like try to sell me, you know, OneDrive and Office subscriptions like in my start menu. Then I'd feel like, man, really got. This is the type of thing that should happen to anybody who's installed Linux and tries to install a Windows 11 theme. You get all this too. It cuts on automatically. What do you think about this? You got to laugh at it too. I thought this was great. This is looking at it through the lens of what I just talked about. You're like, why are you joking about all this privacy invasive stuff? I'm like, because that's what it does.
Yeah. Well, I love the GitHub page pros. They're great and hilarious. And they state, unfortunately, Linux lacks the ability for us to automatically silently install and enable this on your computer without your consent.
We got to catch up, man. Linux, come on, Linux.
But we've made the installation process as frictionless as possible. Simply open a terminal window and paste this random command from the internet. And, you know, it's an easy to a short curl command. But I just love the way this is written. It's amazing, actually. And, you know, I had read that this is in the works. I read an article about the developer talking about doing something like this. So, but I haven't tested it like Ven has, but I look forward to it. It'll be fun. Maybe you could pull a crank on a new Linux user.
It's a good goof. It's a good goof.
I think. Say, hey, it's like using Windows.
This is just the real lens you got to look for.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I will look at a person, I don't judge. I don't care what operating system. Like, seriously, at the end of the day, we can always hang out. Like, somebody asked me, well, I was asked in an interview, like a real interview for an article. You're like, do people you associate with typically run Linux? And I'm like, dude, that never comes up in conversation. You got to get outside of your tech bubble, homie.
Yeah.
Like, real people don't talk about what operating system is they're running, man. They don't know. But yeah, when I see stuff like this is like normalized, they're like, yeah, the recall, it's a feature. Maybe I should always disable stuff like this. And I would not have an adversarial operating system knowing that Microsoft is like, they're going to cut this stuff back on. Like they always do. You know, anytime you get an update in Windows, you need to go through and like see what came. The same goes for like
Yeah.
you get an update in Firefox these days. You gotta go cut off the AI stuff. You get an update in Chrome.
Yes.
Man, I see a Chrome update when I open a new tab and it was like, hey, we've introduced new privacy stuff to help. And I was like, no, you have not. No, you have not, Microsoft or Google. Same difference these days. You go dig through the bottom of these menus and like, there it is. Customize ad track. That's why you had to legally show me that menu, you know? So there it is. Recall for Linux. Link in the show notes along with everything else. You can go play around with it. I just thought it was a good laugh. You put a little smile on our face. Now, System76 is developing Cosmic Sync to keep Linux desktops in sync. Does it work if I don't have Cosmic on the other desktop, Joe?
No, it doesn't, but who knows? It may in the future. So at Ubuntu Summit 25.10 last week, founder and CEO of System76, Carl Reichel, announced a wonderful new feature coming to Cosmic called Cosmic Sync. Cosmic Sync, to me, is actually going to be a game changer for those of us that run Cosmic Desktop on multiple devices, no matter what Linux distro you are using. Very cool. Cosmic Sync is an open source, powerful synchronization tool developed by System76 to make an entire Linux desktop configuration consistent across multiple computers and Linux distributions. A System76 customer survey results revealed a high demand for synchronization. 73% of customers regularly use more than one computer, and a significant number also want to sync installed applications, which was 62% of the people that they surveyed, and dot files, which was 60% of the people they surveyed. So all you have to do to activate synchronization will be to log into your System76 account on a system you want to synchronize, and the new device instantly adopts the configuration of the other. And here's what you can sync. With Cosmic Sync, you can synchronize custom keyboard shortcuts, your personal files and dot files, your user applications and third-party Cosmic app preferences, networking settings, Wi-Fi networks and VPNs, and your repositories where you can configure Git repositories and their folders for automatic cloning. And Cosmic Sync is designed as a zero-knowledge service to ensure privacy and user control. It uses end-to-end encryption for all data. File path names are also encrypted, and a personal key is created on the user's device and never stored on the server, ensuring System76 can never decrypt the files. That is awesome to hear. And Cosmic Sync is granular. You can choose which settings to synchronize. Also, it is atomic and allows you to easily roll back configuration changes if it causes instability in the desktop or if there's a problem. And don't forget, Cosmic Sync works across all Linux distributions that run the Cosmic desktop, like Fedora and, of course, Pop! OS. And this is what an amazing time saver. I have Cosmic on 3 of my machines, and I am so looking forward to running this, because once you get one machine set, just, copy all the settings and apps to another. It's wonderful. And Carl Reichel also announced the date for the stable Cosmic final release at this year's Ubuntu Summit, which is December 11th, 2025, this year. Woohoo! And Cosmic Sync is actually scheduled to arrive in 2026. So it's coming soon. This is wonderful. And like Ven was saying earlier, that would be really nice to have this across any desktop environment on Linux. That would be awesome.
Oh, look, I just drug my home folder over SSH to another PC. I just transferred all my settings.
But that didn't transfer the theming and
theming? What?
Yeah, and dot files
what?
and all that.
Hey, that was all my dot files in my home directory. I got everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I go click, done. That's how I've been doing it for like 2 decades. When I was like,
I do too.
This is why you have like your home partition, but if you wonder how come the installer It's a vestige of the olden times. People, when the installer's like, would you like to create a separate home part? That's why we used to do you kept
I've
that
done
home
that for
partition,
years.
like hang it out, then you install the OS over here. Why? Because now these days you just smash up your home partition, store it somewhere, and like, boom, fire that bad boy out on whatever you're running.
Yeah.
So more sync. This works if you just are, cosmic crazy. You just can't get enough cosmic in all your devices, which I get. People like that real familiar feel between systems. I got different things for different systems, different, I got GNOME over here. I got KDE on the Steam machine that I made, XFCE in most other places. So not really for my use case, but like, if you get a laptop, you get a desktop, and you want to be inside that System76 ecosystem, yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Go for it. Do it. I just use whatever's in front of me these days, man. Like, because I'm dealing with so many PCs right now. I'm like, no, all right, sure. KDE, sure, whatever. Like, there's no difference between them. I have not tried Cosmic.
You haven't yet? Okay. No. I've been running it for a while.
I'm
You're Cosmic free right now.
I haven't had a reason to. Like, I will do it. Maybe when it releases, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'll play around with it. Now, before we get out of here, dragons are pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a good dragon every now and then.
Especially Qualcomm dragon.
But when you think about single board computers, you probably Raspberry Pi. That's where most people, that's first contact with enemy, right? You're like, yeah, Raspberry Pi, right? Maybe Arduino before that. But
yeah.
When you think about the actual chips on them, like what's powering that Raspberry Pi? Is it a Broadcom chip? Or like maybe, I've talked a lot about Rockchip, because Rockchip, like Collabora's tearing that thing apart and it's getting upstream to the Linux kernel. It's still really exciting. And maybe all winter, when you think about Qualcomm, probably the only thing you might have heard about Qualcomm recently, maybe in the past year, is, their Snapdragon. They've released a couple of laptops, and Microsoft was like, we're going to support Qualcomm and Snapdragon. Then like that lasted like 10 minutes and Microsoft's like, psych, like they did last time they were going to support ARM. So I was kind of surprised when I saw this guy, the Dragon Q6A from Radxa. How did I find out about this single board computer, Joe?
I wonder. Now that Ven is a famous tech tuber.
Now, how did I find out? Come on, give me your guess.
They contacted you?
That's one way of looking at it. Let me tell you how I found out that this thing existed. I checked the mail.
Oh, okay.
I was like, nice. What is this? Like walking back in the house, I'm like, I guess I need to go look this up, which was difficult because I've had this thing for well over a month and the documentation wasn't there.
Oh.
So I genuinely was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I had to email them like, do you guys have any like documentation on this thing? They're like, hey, here it's in the developer. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So what is it? You never heard of it. It's the latest SBC, and it's reasonably affordable. It's an 8-core single board computer from the fine folks over at Radxa. And of course, I did a nice little write-up on it, along with a YouTube video that you can go watch, like, and subscribe, and we can be super best friends on the Interfacing Linux YouTube channel. But full-size HDMI port, man. Like, I want to give them credit for that.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yep. Look at that. Oh, full size. No dongles. I gave him such a hard time about the X4 having the mini or micro HD. I hate dongles, man. But a bunch of other stuff to play around with on it. Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth built into it, gigabit Ethernoodle, standard 40-pin GPIO, NVMe SD, and something that is really fast. This little guy. Audio listeners, I'm holding up an eMMC module. You can go see what those look like. But this is a UFS module. Now, it's got a combo reader-writer on the back that you can clip that bad boy in. You might have heard of UFS because that's the same memory format used in the Switch 2. Those look like SD cards, but they're not. They're using UFS. Now, what's so special about that? Well, that little brick of Samsung, that's like a 128 gig module, I think they sent me, can read and write at well over a gigabyte a second. These things are like Gen 3 NVMe speed. And like they go faster than that. So it's an interesting storage option. On the back, not much to play around with, unfortunately. You get 3 USB Type 2, 1 Type 3. I'm like, man, you do have to find the mythical, the legendary USB Type A to Type A cable, the one you have in the house. Maybe you got one in the house. I know I had to go dig around to find that. But yeah, man, it's really cool. Full video, full write-up about it. All the stuff that you can get up to, how to update the firmware, what you could run, playing around with Ubuntu ARM, like a regular version of Ubuntu on it, which I was like, that was pretty cool to see it, just kind of kicking around. Did a little bit of retro game emulation, Jill.
Yeah, it did it nice too.
Yeah, man, I was like, all right. It was up and running now. I did play my Vulkan test, Quake 3 Arena.
There you go.
Yeah. Fired that up. I compiled Quake 3 with the Vulkan bits in it, started it up, and it's like 90 FPS at 1080p, which is the frame limiter that was built in out of the box on Quake 3 Arena, if you didn't know that. I'm like, okay, what happens when I disable it? It gets up to about 500 at 1080p. I was like, that's pretty good. Now,
sweet.
The reason that everything starts breaking around 380, 400 FPS in Quake 3 Arena, there's a reason that's there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, things get really weird. And of course, I played Sonic the Hedgehog on PlayStation 1. I actually did. I'm not making that up. It's in the video. And some DBZ and Dreamcast emulation, Daytona, that arcade machine that used to be real shouty. And of course, Silk Song,
and it ran at 40 frames per second. That was pretty sweet then.
40 FPS at 1080p,
nice.
And you're like, well, that's not. And like, this is running the x86 version from GOG.
Yeah,
emulating the x86 on ARM at 1080p, and I'm like, dude, it's getting like that's impressive.
Yeah.
Very happy to see it. So, depending on where you live, because we're playing tariff RNG here in the States right now, right? We don't know. I didn't check this morning. Like, what are our tariffs? I think the regular price on this is, just your retail price, the old imaginary price of things was like $70 or something like that, or like 50, depending on like whatever. And, if you're paying whatever it is today, like when I looked at it recently, it was like $122. But where does it stack up like with a Rockchip 30? Oh, I guess I should show you this little, Geekbench for what it's worth. We all understand the numbers that come out of it. It's faster than an N100, an Intel x86 quad-core N100 in multi-core.
Yeah, that was amazing. I remember seeing that. I was like, wow.
Way less power.
And less power, yeah.
Way less power. And single core, it is just behind it. But that also means that it's significantly faster than the Rockchip 3588 in single core, and a little bit faster in multi-core. Yeah, full write-up, interfacing Linux. It's one of those good websites, Jill. No pop-ups on my website.
Yeah, no pop-ups.
Yeah, no pop-ups.
I love it.
No cookies. It's just old school website, man. No ads, not trying to track you. Do have a Patreon, patreon.com/interfacing Linux if you want to help support what I'm doing over there. And of course, the YouTube video, because people like to see this stuff. And I try to make it informative to walk through, because sometimes I like reading. Every now and then, I think we've all been there when we're reading instructions. You're like, if I could just see somebody doing this right now, it would save me so much time. And like, I try to mix that in with the videos as well. So, yeah, man, hop in the forums if you want, get any questions. Happy to help you out with it, and go check out some of the other awesome stuff I got going on over at Interfacing Linux. Yeah. There we go. Done and done.
Yay.
Dragon Q6A, really cool. QCS 6490. Hopefully I was talking with what's his name? Old Jeff Gerling.
Yeah, Jeff Gerling. Yeah, I saw that in your comments.
With the
on YouTube.
He popped in and like, yeah, we're still waiting for like that original Snapdragon. I'm like, come on, man. Like, maybe Qualcomm is getting into the single board computer. Like, this is something to keep track of. You're like, I don't care about you're gonna have to, because like this is where stuff's happening right now. This is where stuff's interesting. Go look at the last 5 years of Intel and AMD CPUs. Like, what do you got? You got like they're a little bit faster now. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, huh?
Mm-mm.
All the cool stuff's been happening over at ARM, which I was completely oblivious to. And I'm like, and RISC-V too, and RISC-V, especially when we get those vectors. Good job on Ubuntu. See, I give Canonical a hard time at the beginning. I'm like, certifications, but like Canonical, like throwing the hammer down with like, you got to include vector extensions in order to work with our new version of
64-bit
or S230, whatever it was. I'm like, yes, I support you on that one, man. So there we go. Interfacinglinux.com. If you like what we do here, you want to support the show, you want to kick us some coin, patreon.com/Linux Gamecast or just linuxgamecast.com/support. As always, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel because you like watching us live or you just want to see our gorgeous faces during the week, leave a comment under the video. But if you're a patron, you do get the ad-free version of this downloadable, better quality video, better quality audio. You don't get just this show. You get the pre-show and the post-show. I never know exactly how to write that over on the Patreon page. I'm like, we just call it live and uncut. You know, there's even the pre-show, which is the origin of that. Before we even go live, like, you know me, if you're talking to me, I hit record as soon as I start up a call. Like, it's the whole adventure in podcast format that you can get an RSS feed and you're like, hey, I'll listen to that instead. If you need like an hour and a half, 2 hours of LWDW instead of the 30 minutes. So there we go. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Get up to something fun. Keep track of me. I really wish I could tell you I'd be doing like a live stream on Int Linux over on Twitch this week, but I don't think I'm going to have time.
Ben's very busy right now.
My brain's like, well, we can do it at like 2 a.m, man. I'm like, come on, calm down. No, we need to sleep for just a few seconds every now and then. So yeah, that's going to do it. Let's get some bouncy music going on.
Okay.
There it is. We're going to roll them credits.
We got to thank our advisor, Artherin, on Patreon. Our executive producers, Barbrandt, Scott, Atomic, 12345, drummer, our Chicago Kick Mule level, Glorious Integral, Basil, Empty, our Sea Monsters, John, Dirty Dean, Dementor, System T, RL, our Death Notes, Zeno, Nova, Chad, Romero, Martin, Renee, Leonardo, our Chairlings, Jack, S. Michelleism, Christopher, Mere PPC, and the list goes on.
On and on and on. All right, beautiful people, get out there, have some fun, get up some Linuxing. Make sure you get your Penguin recall up and running. We can data mine, man. You got to take care of Big Linux, and Big Linux will take care of you. All right, till next week. See ya.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Boop, boop, boop.